Hello friends and welcome back. You may be noticing a slightly different setup here. We moved. Nate and I recently moved apartments and I am in a new place. I absolutely adore our new apartment, and if you can see behind me, I actually have bookshelves now, which are already full of my books. I can't believe I even had this many and managed to keep them without shelving, but just know they were everywhere. I am so excited about the new place. It's just absolutely gorgeous. You will start to see little snippets of it throughout this video, but the reason we are all here today. Recently, Miss Haley Pham released her debut novel, Just Friends, and went on book tour as well. I had the absolute privilege of meeting Haley while she was on tour and getting to see her talk about her book with Joe Segura, and it was just such a wonderful time. Haley was so sweet, and I now have my own copy of Just Friends, and she did sign it, so that's so exciting. But in this video we are going to be reading Just Friends. This is going to be a Just Friends reading vlog. This is probably my most anticipated release of the year. I have been waiting for this book to come out since I heard about it. Just Friends is about Blair and Declan. This is a second chance romance. They were really close when they were younger, when they were kids, and then when they were in high school, I think they started to blossom into a romance, and then something happens, and then Blair moves back to Seabrook where Declan is living, and she applies to work in a coffee shop, and surprise, he's the manager of the coffee shop. Very interesting to see what happens there. But I actually did already start it. I'm about 78 pages into the book, but I am gonna restart it for the sake of this video because I also wanna maybe annotate it. Oh, sorry, my lunch is ready. Okay, I will get back to that later, but I potentially wanna annotate it, maybe just, I don't know, sit down, really go through it. So I'm gonna be restarting it and I'm gonna be taking you guys along with me. So I'm gonna go grab my lunch and then let's dive into Just Friends.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go, nah, 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 nah. I'm all up in that love haze, so where do we go, nah, nah? Just let me know that I'm safe here in your arms.
Okay, I am 18 pages into the book so far, so let's talk about my, I guess not first impressions, but second impressions. So far, Blair has returned to Seabrook and she has seen her Aunt Lottie again, and she is much sicker than she remembered her being last time. She does have stage 4 lung cancer. When she goes to sit with her and basically spend time with her, she kicks her out. She's like, go live your life, have fun. So she goes out in search of a job because she is putting her New York corporate job on hold to spend time with her sick aunt. She goes into this little coffee shop, Seabrook Coffee House, I believe, and goes to apply for a job. And when the barista grabs the manager, she finds it's Declan, her childhood friend, who she no longer speaks to. All he says is her name, gives her the application, and that's that. She fills it out. That's about where I'm at right now. And then she calls her high school friend to tell her about it. But I do have to put the book down because I have to go to work. I'm definitely going to be coming back to the book. And also I'm going to be listening to the audiobook probably on my drive to work as well. Chances are I'll have a good portion of it completed by the time I update you next, because I mean, I can't help myself. I've been sitting on this book for quite a while now. The book tour was on March 4th, and as of today, it's March 25th. So I've been really lacking. I mean, can you blame me? I've been moving. Part of the reason I haven't been filming or even reading as much is because of the move, but now that we're basically all settled in, it's a different story. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So it's a couple days later. Surprise. It has been so busy the past couple of days. I have not even had time to really whip out the camera and update you guys, but I am on chapter 20 now. I have been listening to the audiobook essentially
exclusively. And I have gotten about 75% of the way through the book now. And obviously I'm loving it. It's so cute. This book had me squealing in my car. I just love it so much. I love Haley's writing style and just the way her characters come to life on the page. They feel so tangible and like genuine people that I can picture having a relationship, and it's just so wholesome, and I love everything about it. And I don't want to spoil too many things about the plot. My gosh, it's just so sweet. Because I am almost done with this book, I feel like the theme of this vlog might have to pivot to just a romance reading vlog, because I'm gonna finish this book today and we're gonna have a lot more time to read, and the book is done. So I have quite a few romance books on my shelf back there. So I think I want to try and decide my next read. So let's go do that. Okay, welcome to the bookshelf. I'm thinking about picking one of my book of the month reads that I haven't gotten to yet. I have read quite a few of these now because I'm trying really hard not to just collect them, but to actually read through my collection. I have a couple of options that I want to get to. So first, we have A Good Animal, which was a February book of the month pick, so last month, and I wanted to read this like right away, but I never ended up getting to it. I believe it's like kind of a literary fiction with a romantic subplot, or the romance, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like something I really would have enjoyed reading when I was younger. I was really excited about this. The move and everything was so consuming that I kind of just fell into a reading slump. So we're really trying to hop back in. Also, I'm so sorry if my voice sounds weird. I think I'm sick, so I definitely feel off. I'm trying my hardest not to be sick, and I think I'm just in denial, but I might fully be sick at this point. Anyway, this is option number one. And then most recent book of the month, How to Write a Love Story. This is from March. I don't really know much about this book, but it's a romance, and I wanted to pick a romance this month. In honor of Haley's book coming out, I really was feeling in the romance mood, so that's why I picked this. I also didn't realize I could have added on Just Friends Book of the Month edition to my March box, so I have to wait a whole nother month until April to get that, which is so disappointing, but it's fine. It's coming soon. Anyway, How to Write a Love Story. What's this about? One writer, one editor, one hot summer. Will this be a romance for the books? Ciara Sheridan's father has left her with three things: a sprawling and distinctly ramshackle estate on the Irish coast, the outline for the finale to his best-selling epic fantasy series that he wanted her to finish, and writer's block. Enter Sam Avery, Frank Sheridan's fanboy and hotshot editor, sent from New York publishing house directly to Ciara's bookshelf, directly to Ciara's doorstep, red pen ready. At first, Ciara and Sam butt heads with crackling energy, but with the deadline looming, Ciara and Sam have just a few weeks to stop bickering, write this novel, and secure Frank's legacy. As the summer heats up, so does the tension between them. Will their own love story be the plot twist neither of them see coming? Okay, that sounds really good, not gonna lie. But I need to read A Good Animal at some point. We can still get to both, potentially, in this video. I think this is gonna be my next read, but for now, I'm gonna put this back. We're just gonna keep that in mind. I want to do my nails because they have been bare the whole entire moving process because I didn't want to try to break some nails off. I'm gonna do my nails and continue listening to the audiobook to Just Friends. And that sounds really lovely, so go do that. Okay, I got really focused on the show I was watching and not the audiobook. I got distracted and I forgot that I was filming my nails, but I finished them, if you want to see. I need to eat. I'm a little shaky. I think they turned out really cute. I used a Pinterest photo for inspiration from a nail artist. The thumbs were not in the photo, so I kind of had to figure out how to do that on my own. I am very new to nail art still, but I think this turned out pretty good. In other news, look at this croissant I'm about to eat from Costco. It's giant and it looks amazing and I'm very excited, but it's basically time for me to also go to work in a second, so I don't really have much time left to read, but I will listen to the book on my way to work and then on my way home, and we'll see what happens tonight, but that's all for now. Hi friends, it is a couple days later. I was absolutely hit by a truck of an illness. I had a fever, sore throat, runny nose, you know the drill. So I have not been filming or really reading. I mean, I was listening to a bit of the audiobook. In fact, I'm actually on page 300 of Just Friends. So I have approximately 13 pages left of the book, and I've been putting off finishing it because I simply don't want it to end. I love the cute little world of Seabrook that we're in, and I don't want it to go away ever. So anyway, but I would actually really love to finish the book. It's getting so good. So let's go ahead and finish Just Friends.
Just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there.
Okay, so I just finished the book, and to no one's surprise, it's an immediate 5-star read. This was genuinely the most wholesome, sweetest, cozy summer romance book I've ever read. I loved Haley's writing so much. Thanks for making me cry at the end there. Oh my gosh, that was so sweet. I'm like, I want to reread it again right now, but we're not gonna do that. 5 stars. Declan and Blair are so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I finally read that book. It's still March. I still read it the month that it came out, but I had been very, very slowly chipping away at it because I didn't want it to end. But now that it's over, I can always reread it, and I probably will a couple of times this year. I need to get my next read, and then I don't really have much of a plan for today, which is so nice. I love when that happens. Other than I have some more boxes that I want to unpack. Definitely read my next book. Just Friends absolutely put me back into the romance mood, and I am so grateful for that. I was in quite a reading slump before reading this, and it yanked me right back out, so I'm so happy. Okay, I think this is the book I'm gonna go with for my next one, How to Write a Love Story. So honestly, very similar vibe. In Just Friends, Blair is writing a book, and I believe the female main character in this one is also writing a book. So, but this one I believe is rivals to lovers instead of second chance romance like Just Friends is. So I'm thinking this is gonna be my next read. Okay, I'm gonna download the audiobook on Spotify really quick, and then I think I'm just gonna get started on unpacking and finishing some things up around the apartment. I'm thinking about maybe making myself another coffee. I already had one today, but it's 1:30, you know, there's still a lot of time in the day. What's wrong with a little afternoon iced coffee? So let's go.
Girl, let me show you, you're my one and only, like I told you. I'll be there. And if you get blue, I got the loving for you. Yeah, I'll be there. Your heartache, it kills me, but your loving, it
Happy Tuesday, guys. Here's what I'm reading. It's actually so good, but I do have to find my place in the physical book because I'm listening to the audio. I'm on chapter 10, Kira's perspective. Okay, so we're following two characters. Let me find it. Wait, I'm kind of far. Okay, I am almost 100 pages in. So here's the setting. We're in Ireland, in a little town. I don't know if it's an island or not, but basically Kira is the daughter of a famous author who has passed, and she is taking on his legacy, finishing the last book of his series that he died before he was able to finish. And she is stuck and just literally, just for the life of her, can't write anything. She's not happy, and enters Sam, her editor, who is sent to go help her and push her to write. They met, he gave her a deadline, like, you'll write tonight, give me something by the next morning. The next morning comes, she has nothing. She sends him nothing, he hears nothing. The next night, they meet up at the bar. Well, she shows up at the bar he's at, and she promises him she will have something written by Monday. And now they're chatting, and she's mad at him. That's where we're at so far. I love it. The audiobook also, if you have the chance, listen to it because I love the accent. Kira's narration is gorgeous, beautiful, my favorite, and I'm obsessed. So I have a couple of hours, well, an hour and a half until I should be leaving for work. I'm just now having my coffee. I need to find something to eat per usual. And then I'm gonna read as much as I can of the book. I have 6.5 hours left, and I'm listening on 2 times speed, but when I follow along with the physical book, I typically do 2.5. Sometimes 3 with easier books like romances, but the accent is just too beautiful for me to want to speed read it. So we might not be doing that. But anyway, after I finish this book, we'll talk about my final reviews. But I think romance has been the perfect genre for me to read to get myself out of a slump. So I'm just really happy right now. I'm back in, guys. We're back. We're so back.
Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way to cope. Yeah. I'll be there. Ooh.
Guys, this book is funny. I keep finding myself giggling at their dialogue, specifically just because Kira is so blunt and kind of weird and like just not a people person, and Sam is trying so hard to get through to her. It's just adorable. It's funny. There's not even a hint of romance yet. Maybe a smidge. I think she said she really liked his smile. It's just so cute right now. I'm having a really good time. That's all.
I'll be there. And when I'm at home, I got no one to hold. Won't you tell me I'll be there?
We have made it to the next day, and I have made some progress in this book. I'm on page 296. I'm almost done. And this has been a very good book so far. The dynamic between Kira and Sam is very much like, it's not as cute and fluffy, like lighthearted as Just Friends was, which I appreciate the change of pace because I don't think it would have been good to read the same type of book back to back. It's a lot more dark and moody, but this has been an interesting book so far. It's I don't think it's quite on the 5-star radar for me, but it's still really good. So I will have to give you my final thoughts after I finish it.
I ain't never felt a kind of love like this before.
Well, you guys, I have finished the book. I've been thinking about what I was what I'm feeling for the rating, and it was kind of sitting at a solid like 3.25 for me, but the fact that most of the book took place in Ireland really took it up a notch. So I'm gonna say 3.75 stars for How to Write a Love Story. This was a very cute book. Like I said, not as fluffy of a romance as Just Friends. It was more of a slow burn, but I loved it. It was very, very fun. There's not a ton I can say about it without spoiling it, but I love books that, one, take place in Ireland, two, are about people writing. So, but yeah, we are done. I'm gonna put that back on the shelf. And I think that's it for today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here, for making it to the end. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
And if we settle down, we don't have to settle down. Please don't be afraid of all